We are here. We're here. We have got been waiting for. Holy, that's looking good, actually. Damn. Okay. This is. I feel a lot better about this. I was just like, yep. I mean, they're gonna credits, and we're off. But there's actually 3 ECAs: Napa, Tech Raditz, and Physical Raditz. That's great. That's great. Yeah, because there's so many characters, Saiyan Saga characters in range to EZA. Actually dropping 3 right here. Oh, that's very good. Remember, I think Vegeta and Nappa, this is an elite character. They are really good. The problem, though, is that the best ability that this character has is Nappa's active skill. And the condition is very strict. 2 enemies or a Saiyan Saga ally. If we could breathe some life into Saiyan Saga, which looks like we're doing here, this is good. This is good. Okay. So again, we have Physical Raditz, we have Tech Raditz, and we got STR Nappa here. So let's see how we're gonna do. So we'll start with Physical Raditz, the main man. Saiyan Saga or Pure Saiyan. I mean, his leader skill is good, right? Pure Saiyan. But then the extra stats is only for space traveling warriors. That's not really too great.
Yeah, that's a good leader skill.
They're not going to hit my expectations with this one. If Dokkan was intelligent in any way, this character would be the best TUR in the game by far. It would just, it's just, this is not something they need to do all the time.
He looked just good enough to get by.
This is like, if Geppy is like really tapped in, if he's really locked in, he would understand this is the one we need to bite the bullet on, and this guy needs to
But
be
nothing too outrageously crazy.
three like headliner LR level. Like this guy should be as good as they get with Super Saiyan 4. Straight up, he should. With how much this guy's original Dokkan Fest was, in my opinion, it will be
Yeah,
incredibly
them
intelligent
focusing on
for Dokkan to make this guy like a top 5 character in the game overall. That's like a big morale boost for the community, especially with the limited time content and Sideman leader skill going away, stuff like that, right? All right, Dookie, 250% attack and defense, 30% damage reduction. Okay, 250% attack when attacking, and then 250% defense when receiving an attack. It is with 12 key. I guess that could be relevant if it's a boss that. As first attacker on the turn, one time only, 30% damage reduction. Okay. When facing one enemy, or if there's a Nappa on the team, so that's not tough. 200% attack, additional super, and high chance to dodge as third attacker. 180% attack, 70% to crit if the enemy's HP is 60% or less. I mean, we're not talking about a lot of attack. We got a lot of attack here. 250, 250, 200, and 180. And 70% chance to crit. Okay. When facing 2 enemies, or if there's an ally whose name includes Vegeta on the team. So not tough to do. 300% defense, plus another 300% defense before he attacks. So that would be good. Oh, 20% damage reduction as a first in the turn. Performs a crit and guaranteed to hit after receiving an attack. So I don't think he's a. In my opinion, the hardest fight in the game right now is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I mean, the fight is only up until, well, I guess, I mean, it's up until the 17th, right? So we do have a couple weeks left. This guy is probably the hardest fight. One of the reasons this guy is so tough, it is a little bit random, right? If you take the best characters in the game and blow them away with active skills quickly, like, you're good. But as he gets hit, he builds up this dodge and crit. This is where he becomes the stomper of your team, is when he's critting and when he's dodging. Those two abilities, he becomes the stealer of souls right there. So Vegeta, notice, by the way, ignores dodge. And now Raditz ignores dodge as well. So certainly they are doing time-limited content and then also giving us characters to perform well in there. Remember, Raditz is a Goku family character. Oh, but it's a Vegeta family mission in there. Although Raditz could live the final explosion very easily. Yeah, Raditz would be good against Majin Vegeta. Because remember, Majin Vegeta is tough as well. And there's a Goku family mission against Majin Vegeta, which we could click right here. Goku family against Majin Vegeta. Raditz does actually fuck Vegeta up. The final explosion is going to be nothing to Raditz. Okay. I mean, that's good. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, I think Raditz actually will be quite good in both of those. Am I crazy? We only have one-time extra damage reduction, so the play is, like, with all this defense here, I would have to imagine he would be okay against Super Saiyan 3 Goku at the end, even in slot 1. Now, if Goku crits, I don't know what that's going to look like. Because this guy's crits, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but characters, for the most part...
Guy said, I need every Gohan in the game. Hey. Go ahead, do your thing, player. Do your thing, player.
And then a 1.5 times multiplier. All I know is he crits on a normal, and every good character basically is taking like 600k. Like, he hits so fucking hard when he crits. It does create kind of a fun fight because it's a bit random. I mean, I know, like, oh, but we don't like, EX supers or like if you're 80% or something like that. But the boss being a little bit random does make it harder when it's more unpredictable, right? And then after delivering a final blow, all allies 2 key. Hilarious. I mean, that's they did not touch it. I love that. They just left it exactly the same. He looks good. What's his super attack effect? 50% attack and evens for 4 turns, and he's an AoE. Yeah, Chad, I'm not... I mean, certainly he could have been better. I think maybe... How could they have made him maybe a little bit better? If Vegeta and Nappa are both on the team, which, I mean, would be triggered by this character, by the way. If Vegeta and Nappa are both on the team, starting as well. I think that's something they could have did. He actually, I do think he's going to be quite good. He's getting a lot of stats here. Although, one thing I will say, though, if we're not running him in slot 1, we're just running him in slot 3, it is only it's only 30% damage got with no guard and then high chance to dodge in slot 3 after receiving an attack. So he does have to get hit for this, by the way. Yeah, he does. A dodge. I mean, I'm going to give this fucker full... I mean, are you shocked? I'm going to give him full dodge. Okay, I mean, that's unfortunate, because I can envision a situation where Super Saiyan 3 Goku is doing 1 in slot 0, we dodge it, we don't get the guaranteed crit, and who dodges everything, and then we lose? Could it happen? I guess it could. I think he's good. He could have been better, and he should have been better, because this is the biggest meme character of all time. The worst release we have ever seen. And he is a Dokkan Fest. But Easy A wise, I mean maybe I'm crazy. I think he's looking pretty strong. Brutal beatdown, Sand Warrior Race, Coward, Sand Lineage, Perfect Battle, Nightmare, Fierce Battle. Let's look at his best singing partners and shit again. So this is what we're working with here. Really, none of the other Saiyan Saga characters except for just the Nappa, right? That's the Nappa side of the Dokkan Fest. Okay, I mean Raditz to me does look good though. I like. Do I think like if I'm running Vegeta and Nappa, will I bring Raditz? The answer is probably yes. He's an AoE too. There are a couple of fights with multiple enemies. When we take him in a festival, that could be good, right? Okay. All right, Raditz to me looks good. Looks good. So I expect I'll finish this video. Const's crazy about how bad he is. I'm ready for it. All right, so we got Tech Raditz here as well. Okay, so 2 Raditz is Easy A. Remember, Raditz was the April Fool's Day Dokkan Fest in 2022. So this was the Dokkan Fest 4 years ago. Okay. This Raditz was the banner unit for Saiyan Day 2020. This guy came out with EGL Super Saiyan Bardock. And then Nappa was the banner unit for Dokkan Fest, April 1st of 2022. By the way, I'm really happy about this. Literally, like, that's the way I marketed this Hot Takes video earlier, was I was praising how they Easy-A'd AGL Metal Cooler, and then they Easy-A'd both of his banner units at the exact same time, the Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta and the STR Piccolo from the Metal Cooler movie. And then we got Easy-A'd details, and they're doing it, which is great, All right, so let's see Tech Raditz here. Low Class Warrior stats, sure. 1 key, 250% attack, 20% damage, high chance to dodge. Okay, nice. For only his first turn, he gets an extra 30% dodge. Right now, fights are longer, and I fully anticipate fights are going to continue to be stretched out and made long, by the way. We're not going to, I don't think, like, Bio Broly type fights, because all of the anniversary characters are more geared. Well, I guess UI and Evolution Blue Vegeta are better on like a short, but like Daima Vegeta wants a couple of turns, get his EX super up, right? Like the Super Saiyan 4s are obviously a stacking character. I expect we'll get content built more towards the Super Saiyan 4s. So this ability is not the greatest right now. That gets him to 80% dodge, 300% attack when attacking with 12 key, 200% defense when receiving an attack with 12 key. When facing one enemy, or if your HP is 50% or less, 1 key, 250% attack. When facing 2 enemies, or if HP is 50% or more, 2 key, guaranteed stun, and 50% damage reduction. Put him to 70% damage reduction with 50% dodge. That's not bad. And that's when HP is 50% or more. I mean, that's easy. If there's a Goku family, Namekian, or Sanemi, 200% attack when attacking, guaranteed crit, attacks guaranteed to hit. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this, dude. Super Saiyan 3 Goku's around, and not every character has attacks. You guys are seeing this, right? I mean, I've mentioned many times throughout the years how this ability on characters has never amounted to anything. And now we have our boss where it really is handy, and every character is getting it. Okay, I'm sure. I'm sure. And then as a third attacker in the turn, 70% chance of an additional super. Oh, wow. Saiyan Saga allies 2 key 30% attack defense for 3 turns. Wait, he 50% attack stack, 30% defensive stack, supreme damage with a 70% chance to stun. Damn, he looks useful. We got some defensive abilities. I see this and instantly I perk up. Oh, like I'll see myself running this guy. And he's a stacker as well. That's cool. So he only one additional built in, and that's as the third attacker in the turn. Yeah. I mean, am I crazy? I feel like he looks useful. Like we could get some use out of him. Let me see. So with the links, that's what we're rocking with his link sets. Yeah, just like 4 links with that Nappa. Yeah, dude, I don't hate this at all. Okay, bet. We're looking good there. All right, Nappa. Let's see what Nappa looks like. So 278% attack. Saiyan Saga allies get 3 key 50% attack and defense. Don't forget Nappa has an active skill, by the way. The more HP remaining. Defense up to 3,780%. It's quite a lot there. That'll be interesting. Before attacking, 15% damage reduction. When attacking, 278% attack. If HP 78% or more when receiving the attack. Okay. So, like, our slot 1 character could take 500k damage, and then, Nappa's in, like, slot 2, we wouldn't get this or something. 200% attack and defense. If HP is 78% or less when receiving an attack, 50% dodge, and then one time only an extra 40% dodge if there's a Vegeta in the turn. After receiving or dodging an attack, hell yes, dude. 70% chance of an additional super. 178% attack when facing one enemy. Per existing enemy. Chance to crit 20%, all allies 7% attack, 8% defense. Per existing super class enemy. 30% crit, and then all allies 30%. So he's mostly just like raw defense, right? That's basically what he is. I mean, straight up, I gotta see what his number looks like in game, because all we have is damage reduction before he attacks, a small amount too, and he does have dodge, but it's when HP is lower. Yeah, I gotta take a look. I mean, he does get this too when receiving an attack, but if our health is low, it turns into dodge. Okay. The 2 Raditzes, I could tell, look good. I bet you Nappa's going to be good too, but I just need to see what this looks like. I got to see what this looks like right here in-game. He's also Saiyan Saga support. What about a super attack effect? 50% attack for 3 turns, 50% defense for 1 turn, supreme damage to the enemy. What's his active? I forget. Can be activated when facing 3 or more enemies or after he gets hit 6 times in battle. Again, can't dodge, gotta get hit. It's an attack, lowers enemy attack, lowers enemy defense, and seals. The active, it's not the end of the world if it's not crazy there. Oh, they changed this to all allies support. That's good. and they buffed his Saiyan Saga existing support. Saiyan Saga. Yeah, you guys got to forgive me. I just need to see like some calcs on what the defense is going to look like, or just like visualize it myself. Like, damn, it does feel like this guy would really benefit from some of those strong Whis equips, huh? Just get like defense and dodge on all three of them would be very nice for this guy. Okay. Chat, this looks like a good batch of EZAs to me. The two Radixes intrigue me a little bit more than Nappa, but I'm gonna, say I don't have the best read on exactly how much like start of turn defense Nappa's gonna come out there with, because I mean, just raw defense. I mean, we need to be like very high in the millions on that, right? But he is a support. Him and Tech Raditz are both supports. One thing I'm going to say is this is great for Saiyan Saga, Dokkan Frontier guys, right? Guys. Dokkan Frontier will be looking pretty good. All right, so we got 3 good EZAs, I think, chat. But, I mean, let me see what Nappa looks like a little bit first in game. I do think the 2 Radixes, though, to me, these boys are looking quite impressive. I think these guys look quite impressive, chat. Yeah, I think so. I think Raditz looks like he's going to be pretty solid with the amount of damage he's doing. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think he should be looking pretty good. So let me know what you guys think about the 3 EZAs.
Where's the dumbass?
Physical Raditz.
Hey,
We got Tech Raditz.
you know where the dumbass is? Dumbass. Where's the dumbass? Oh, there's the dumbass. There's a dumbass somewhere.
All right, guys, back for another Dokkan battle video. So we could discuss what is going to be coming up over the next couple of days here. There isn't that much that's coming, but Dokkan, I think, really good job last night with the EZAs here, because one major problem I've told you guys in videos. I mean, there's a lot of issues you could have with 2026 Dokkan. I think, I mean, there's stuff you can complain about character quality. That is the one thing I think Dokkan, and so far this year, I think, is just like overall like how good every character is. I think they've done quite a good job, right? Now EZAs. I think one big thing with Dokkan is that they've been way too stingy with EZAs. It's many of these data downloads. I think they could add 1 or 2 EZAs to virtually any of them, right? Like Deborah's celebration. I mean, off the top of my head, I don't know, maybe Super Boo, right? Like LR Super Boo could have EZA'd, but another easy one to me is this character could have EZA'd. This is the guy, well, kinda, who fights Deborah. This ain't Deborah, but like this is kind of like Gohan at the very end of the fight of Deborah, and more so this moment is specifically him using the Super Kamehameha against Majin Buu's egg, right? Like what Majin Buu is sealed in. But this guy could have EZA'd. Many of the data downloads during the 11th anniversary, I thought, felt a little underwhelming because there weren't that many EZAs. I think that's been a major problem for Dokkan. So last night, they gave us just Raditz EZA, who we anticipated. But these banner EZA characters also EZA'd, which is good. Right, this is Raditz's banning unit. And then this Tech Raditz, this was EGL Super Saiyan Bardock's banner, part of March celebration in 2024. And now his ban unit, which is good, right? So we have 3, and they seem to be good characters, and they're buffing what is kind of the main aspect of the celebration here. In particular, I think this character, the Dokkan Festival here, is very good. I think a lot of people don't really have too many of them. People don't really have the character, I think is pretty much what it is, right? But this character, I think, is very good. The strongest ability they have is this. The Nappa's active skill. We needed Saiyan Saga allies for that. Well, they just gave us 3 solid Saiyan Saga allies. That's really good, right? So this is going to be, good stuff. Now, Rick did mention here that he's thinking that he's come out on the 8th. So, we're still a couple of days away. This is actually, like they tweeted the EZA details a day early, it looks like. And I think the reason is because there's new quest mode stages. They go live as soon as the data download happens. So because of that, I think that's why the EZA details got tweeted out essentially a day early there, right? So here's the other content we have. Not a lot, but I do fully anticipate this. This is one of those things where like we can't. I don't know. Like, if you're very upset at the lack of content right here, it's just, like, it's unfortunately just the way the game is. There are moments I can pinpoint to you right now that are going to be super slow, right? When we're going to be sitting here on, like, June, probably, like, 6th, and there's going to be nothing going on in game, right? We'll be sitting here probably on, like, June 20th, and it's going to be a fucking ghost town. Right? Go over to probably like, closer to maybe the end of October or sometime in November, it'll feel really dead. November usually feels really dead, right? There's just down periods and up periods. It's just the structure of the game, the nature of the game. This is why it's so important, by the way, for them to hit the major celebrations. It kind of doesn't even matter how good like the board celebration it was really good was, or how good Tao's celebration was. I thought Tao's celebration was. There's just less players on the team during these little celebrations with characters that aren't as popular, right? Everyone's eyes are on the 11th anniversary, so it's not good when Dokkan fumbles it, because that's when all the players are there, right? I think it's just a lot of players, right? Like they're just not interested in like the month to month like nonsense that goes on. They want to come in.
Yeah, they definitely could have done better with this anniversary this year.
To not mess these major celebrations up, right? So anniversary, GDC, Golden Week, right? Saiyan Day. It's very important that those are good. Saiyan Day in 2025 was weak. That's the only Saiyan Day that's been weak, really, for years and years and years. This year was so that makes me optimistic that Golden Week upcoming in this month is going to be strong, despite the fact that it was very weak last year as well. So in terms of this here,
Yeah.
stage 82 of
Yeah, J Quick 45. Yeah, you're right. It did suck. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm excited that we're continuing Extreme Super Battle Road already because when we hit stage 61, 71, 81, 91.
Damn, yo, I appreciate you in the stream, man. I really appreciate you devoting your time to being here with me, man. Appreciate it.
So stingy with box space. Ever since they raised the amount of box space that all accounts start with, which gave everyone like extra 300 box space, they stopped giving out box space like all the time. Like we hit top grossing, they used to hand out box space. They don't even do that anymore. It sucks. It sucks. But we'll get
No problem, man. No problem. You're funny, man.
Then we have
Oh, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, I just be myself. I just come up on here, try to be myself and stuff like that.
Free to play LR. Typically when they do this,
Yeah, just
little like free to play LR, it usually is going to be like a quest mode one. So like I actually am pretty excited about Saiyan Saga getting buffed, right? And one of my major reasons I'm excited about that is because I actually do significantly like Dokkan Frontier. And I mean, it's going to be built all around these sagas. So, like, they can't do Saiyan Saga Dokkan Frontier. They have a lot of the key moments of the Saiyan Saga we do have cards of, but like they could do just a lot more. to fill this roster out, allowing us, like, I just think about how much fun doing Majin Buu Saga Dokkan Frontier would be, and it's definitely not the case with Saiyan Saga, with Namek Saga, with many of the GT sagas, right? Any Dokkan Frontier would probably mostly be pretty fun as well. Like Universal Survival Saga Dokkan Frontier would probably be very fun, because there's just an avalanche of characters we could use. So they do need to hopefully be, doing a lot of those. What's funny is Dokkan spends so much time doing like movie characters, and I wonder, like, are the movies gonna get like a Dokkan Frontier themselves or what? That'll be interesting to see, right? So, all right, we have this and then the quest mode stuff. The quest mode stuff might be tonight. Okay. I don't know when the data download is going to be, though. Looks like global and GP data downloads will be at the same time from now on, which is good. But, I mean, we now have 3 potential time spots that the data download could be, and I don't know which one it's going to be. So it's like we could be looking at, the data download could be at 10 p.m. my time tonight. That's when it could be. That's the JP usual time, like sometime in the 10 o'clock my time, Eastern time zone range. It could be around 2 a.m. my time, which is normal global download time. The April Fool's Day data download that had Vegeta and Nappa in it.
If that's a new quest, I really need that.
9 a.m. my time, which they've never ever done before ever.
I really need that new quest for sure.
Exactly when the data download's going to happen. It's going to be at one of those points. Maybe it's going to be tomorrow at 9 a.m. It could be. We'll see. I don't think I would really hate that time, 9 a.m. for the data download. That does seem kind of good to me. For me, hey, perfect. Sure. We can knock that out. And we'll see, again, what the quest mode's going to look like. We do have this. We talked about this, right? So Raditz is looking, and the EZAs are looking. Going on in terms of content, and it's going to be slow until the Part 2 LR, which oh, damn, I just got a really good equip. Nice. Should be in about the LR, probably around
What did Jay say?
15th-ish. It's like 15th.
They need more than just one chapter. I need more stones. Yeah, that is true. I don't like the fact that they drop like one chapter at a time. This was like 3 chapters back to back. Like,
now we're about to enter into like the slow period, right? So we got that. Proton, I made a tweet here. It looks like the awakenings for the Tech Goku and the SCR coming up. These guys right here. So that means we could this Goku and this Krillin. So that means we could be seeing Dokkan Frontier drop, like more stages as maybe extra content with the Part 2 LR, or maybe Golden Week has something to do with it, right? Like, I don't know, maybe they do, like, what if they would do like I guess the LR is probably going to be a base Goku, but like, what if Golden Week is Kaioken Goku versus Final Form Frieza or something, or like Kaioken Goku and third form Frieza, or like the Tooth Fest, right? Like Frieza maybe would transform into Final Form, or it's just Final Form. And then later on,
that'd be cool that Goku turns into like an LR.
Like Super Saiyan Goku and full power Frieza, right? For like GDC or something like that. Like they do 2 of these. That could work well. It could be like Golden Week leading into TDC. That would work well, actually, right? So then you would have a dual Dokkan Fest, because Final Form Freeze does need a Dokkan Fest. You could say Kaioken Goku does too, right? So that could knock out that. And then Super Saiyan Goku doesn't need a Dokkan Fest. He just needs like a grand LR. Like Carnival LRs are, sometimes best units in the game or in discussion for it, right? But like, I mean, TDC is gonna be a Dokkan Fest LR and a Carnival LR. I mean, if we would do Golden Week and TDC as Namek both, I think that could satisfy everything we're looking to hit, right? So remember, Golden Week probably going to be 27th, 20th, probably 27th, I think. We'll see. Like 27th, 28th, like one of these days is when I think Golden Week's going to drop. And because we're going back to the JP schedule the way it used to be, I think TDC probably about June 30th. Well, I don't think they're going to aim for that global date. And I think the way 2025 did the schedule was best, but I guess based upon what they said about feedback from the survey, I read that as maybe Japanese players were like, wait, what the fuck is going on? And so they are going to put the schedule back to the way it was, I think, to satisfy Japanese players. That's at least the way I kind of interpret the survey results or the information that they told us, right? So yeah, there we go. There is everything. We could be looking at some Dokkan Frontier at some point. I doubt it's going to be in this data download with the Ratatas, because I bet you, I mean, I don't, if this Goku's going to be an LR, that seems like they would, I mean, smartly tweet him out. Like, I guess maybe, like, data download happens and it's just sitting in the data download. It's possible. But, the new Dokkan Frontier stages could be Golden Week, could be with Part 2 LR. We'll see. I guess it's not impossible that it's with Raditz, but we'll see what happens. So, let me know what you guys think. Not really too much going on. So, we are going to be looking ahead towards the Part 2 LR very soon. I'll catch you guys.
This program has been designed to teach anyone who's interested in learning technical support fundamentals, computer networking, operating systems, system administration, IT infrastructure services, and IT security.
I got a chance to receive experience from every sector of IT, from networking to troubleshooting. I learned about Linux, and that was great. I felt like the Google Career Certificate provided that foundation that I was looking for.
We are back for another Dokkan Battle video. We're back for one of these celebration review thingy-mabobbers. About the controversial. Well, actually, is the 11th anniversary controversial? I mean, I mean, yes, I guess, but well, my point. I got a little tongue-tied right there, but most people seem to agree that the 11th anniversary was missing something, underwhelming, a miss, weak, one of these. I've seen a couple of people. I guess they just try and be contrarians and everything, who say that the 11th anniversary is like the best anniversary, or one of the best, which is craziness to me. Vibes were certainly like, whoo, not elite for the 11th anniversary, unfortunately. So let's go through the when it comes to the characters, big time characters. Most of them are very strong, right? A lot of the free to play characters are good, EZA characters are good, but it's like once we get into the content, it is brutal. And they finally gave us good content, and poof, it's gone. All right, we're starting with the Carnival Goku. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's like now, like, okay, but this guy right here, I find this guy to be mega underwhelming. Not a fan, not a fan whatsoever. I think some people would say, oh, I kind of like him because he creates SCR key spheres, which Goku could use, sure. But this guy is a victim of one of the worst mechanics you could possibly have. He needs to hit, which is just horrible. Awful and terrible is what that is. Because if it's not lined up perfectly for you to get this guy all the hits turn one,
ain't nobody in this chat, but hey,
right?
I'll be back, y'all. I'm about to be back. I'll be back.
I'll be
back.
Right? Because it's like
Jay, you still here?
Things to be worried about and micromanaging. For example, maybe this character getting rainbow orbs. That like trying to play around with getting this character their hits in. No way. I hate that character. That's probably
All right,
the
cool.
character
Jamie
I
back.
like the
Just
least
gotta go to the store right quick. I'll be right back.
and it was the very first character, the countdown EZA. All right. Next is Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I don't even really want to talk about him too much. He's great. I mean, it can be frustrating with how often his EX super attack misses. Yeah, the Thieving 6 wiki doesn't have it on here, but can be frustrating how often his EX super attack misses, even though it's a 77% chance to proc. But remember, he misses that proc and he's still shooting out a 98 million attack stat, like pretty easily. I think that this guy's great. He's a huge defensive character. He's got support, damage reduction, support to diamond characters. I just love him. I think he's a hard 10 out of 10. Now Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I do have him listed here on good. It would obviously be an 8. I think he's like an 8 or a 9. I think giving him a 10 is kind of not good enough. What would he have needed to have been better? It would have been. He really needs like before attacking, like 30% damage reduction or something like that. That is something I think that could help him out tremendously, right? It's like having that exposed weakness against, AoEs, locking, some of these mechanics can be very frustrating. This guy, I feel like a lot of the community does underrate, though, because his EX super attacks can change the game for you, right? Once his EX super attacks go up and that defensive support of his is washing across the entire team, he can make a huge impact. And this guy does not have the key issues that Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku has. I find the additional 2 key per key sphere really powerful. So every orb is giving him 3 key. That's really good. I really like this character. But, I mean, fair is fair. I think at 8. Solid 8 is what I'd give him. Next, Majin Du. I think my way of like grading these characters or judging these characters is probably a little bit different from most people, but like I kind of am thinking about them compared to like kind of like their historical contemporaries, right? So like I'm thinking about Majin Du versus STR base form Broly, Texan Shenron pre-EZA, right? Gotenks and Piccolo, Ice and Nova Shenron, 6th anniversary, the Golden Frieza and Ultimate Gohan, Golden Frieza, or no, it was Piccolo, excuse me, Ultimate Gohan and Piccolo, right? Like I'm thinking about like these characters versus those. I think Du is like way better than all those characters. I like Du. I think Du is like a great banner units. We gotta scroll back quite a while before I get to a banner unit I don't love. The designs and all these guys have been so good. Yakon W, Legic W, Majin Du W. Then we go Android 17 W, Mini Daima Piccolo W. Oh yeah, it's to GT Trunks. This garbage character. It's what was the thing with him? It's that he needs to go in slot 1, but if the first attack is a super attack, you're dead. Like if there's a super in the Tech Pan slot, he'll swallow it up. But I mean, good luck. Good luck on that. Yeah, that guy's ass. But Majin Du, I feel like I'd give him a 9. A 9. 9 is good. Okay. Wow. So this one, so they also kind of like this is different now. It's in order of how like what people thought, right? So like, like looks like more people thought Daima Vegeta was underwhelming or good compared to great. So I actually was at the bottom of this. But again, I'm kind of like explaining like I think like comparing to historical contemporaries is a good way. Like that's at least how I'm doing it and how I'm thinking about it, and a good way for me to explain it to you guys. This guy is a legit option. I'm dead at like you could run this guy is solid. You could run this guy, and he is a ding 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 rainbow orb changer. We know how I need to start. I gotta insert this guy into some teams and show people. I don't really use him because I mean he is still a free-to-play character. It's like, do I use this guy or am I gonna put physical UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta on the team? Am I gonna run this guy or Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta, the tag GDC character, right? But this guy's good. We know how badly the in Super Saiyan 4's Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku badly like you could use this, right? This guy's I think he's great, man. I don't think anyone used him. I think it's like me and like 3 other people used him. Maybe this is my fault for not inserting him into teams more often. But again, I mean, this is like we look at man, it's tough to pull these characters up because it's all just Goku, right? Like they're all just Goku. These characters. So I'm getting like lost in the sauce here. This is gonna be tough to search them up. And I'm also looking at it in the global, like the global side of things, which is just like a different order. There's like that Spirit Bomb Goku, this Goku and Vegeta, right? Remember there's like the UI Goku, the Blue Goku. There's the Super Saiyan 4 Goku right there. There's Super Saiyan 3 Goku right here. My mouse, I gotta get a new mouse. These guys were never even like an option. Like they were never good enough to even like clown around and run with. This guy's actually a good. I consider him good. This is a good character. I'd give him a 10. I think he's a 10, dude. This is a 10 for this character for sure. Carnival Goku. We need to spend approximately 5 seconds talking about this guy. He's great. One of the best EZAs ever. End of story. Boom. Done. Look at this percentage. This is this has got to be one of the highest ever, right? 97%. 0 underwhelming, 0 bad. I'm sure there's at least a vote. There's a couple of votes here, but it's like 0 point something. Yeah, this is correct. I agree. Carnival Kid Gohan. Oh, it has it down at good. I thought I clicked great on this. I could have swore I clicked great. Well, I mean, 10, 9, or 8. I've come to the conclusion. I don't think I was ever really hard on this Gohan, but I've come to the conclusion that he's better than I was giving him credit for. I think so. I think this Gohan can do some stuff. It's now the problem here with him. Okay, it's a common thing where like he at the start. Remember, he needs to super the boss to get the damage reduction ability applied. Okay, but then he also has to get hit or dodge to build this up right here. So it's like the start of the fight really impacts this a lot. And it's like sometimes the way the fight goes, right? Percent of the boss's HP on turn 1, and then turn 2, and I float this character. The boss has 10% HP, the character in slot 1 kills him, and then before you know it, it's turn 5. This guy has had no supers, no stacks, and he's been targeted 0 times. Right, so it's like that's kind of like what could run into this guy as an issue. If you're able to build him up early, he's a very, I think, effective character. I'd give him a 9, 9, 8, or 10 in that range. I'd probably give him a 9. I swore I selected great. Huh. I guess maybe I'm just an idiot. I mean, I definitely am, but I swore I hit great. Okay, whatever. I mean, it's not a big deal. 8, 9, or 10 is fine anyway. This Trunks, yeah, I'd give him a good. I don't know, dude. I feel like this Trunks, I just don't have a good read on him. I feel like you can go anywhere from a 5 to a 10. I don't know. Somewhere in here. Like, if you look at his kit, I mean, he's bringing a lot to the table. Like, do I want to run a character that attack debuffs a potential villain 30%? Superclass allies, 40% attack and defense. Vegeta family allies, 30% attack defense for 3 turns. 3 turns! And guess what? Ding, 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 ding. There's our Rainbow Orb Changer. I do really wish they would have made one of the actual anniversary LRs themselves. Should have been Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. A Rainbow Orb Changer, but they did, I guess, surround the LRs with, these EZAs and the free-to-play character and stuff that are Rainbow Orb Changing, right? This Trunks, I would say I don't have a good read on. Majin Ku, same thing. I can't give him nothing but like a great. I think this guy's very good. He's a very effective character. He's dodge or die, but he's a very effective character. If you are routinely just so frustrated with Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku missing Ki. In truth, a great solution is running Majin Ku and Do. They are great for the Daima characters, right? Because Majin Ku opens up turn 1, flooding the field with cookies, tech orbs, and STR orbs. And then remember, like, what is it, turn 4, Majin Do creates cookies, tech orbs, and STR orbs. These characters are designed to support the Daima adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And Ku has great dodging abilities. I love Ku. I like if you ever want to know just how foolish Iron Kane is, he thinks Ku sucks. Iron Kane is a Majin Ku hater. It's true. How dumb is he? Majin Ku hater. Do you believe this? Majin Ku hate in 2026. Foolishness. Foolishness. Tamagami number 1. I can't give him anything other than a 10. I can't. He's too strong defensively turn 1. I do think as fights get longer, it's a problem for him. But, I mean, this is a free-to-play character. He's able to tank, like, 20 million supers early on, right? Like, this guy could be very, very effective. And then I think Tamagami 2, I'd give him good. And then Tamagami number 3. Oh, I thought... Okay. Weird. I thought I hit underwhelming for him. I mean, like a 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy could probably be like a 9, 8, 7, 6. Tamagami 1. I mean, he's got to be like a 10, 9, or 8 or something like that. We don't need to spend too much time talking about the Tamagamis, I don't think. Okay. Wow. So HL Carnival Goku got a higher grade than this character? That seems silly to me. That feels... That's... I mean, I think this is the de facto best character in the game. Just the guaranteed dodge, the guaranteed turn of 100% damage reduction Vegeta has, the damage they could do, the dodge support, the survival. Dude, I'd have to count it up. We have legitimately, between this guy and the Int Future Gohan and Trunks, we have like 10 wins in the last couple of weeks thanks to this. Like, a lot of it was Jiren fights, Jiren runs. But like this on a dodge character is so fucking strong. And maybe AGL Carnival Goku as well. Remember, Doo's got this. They've been giving us out like candy. This really helps if we're talking about like a dodge or die character. Which this guy, you know, obviously would be against some of the nastiest bosses in the game. So, yeah, we don't need to spend much time talking about them. They're a 10. The Int Super Saiyan 4s, it's funny. So let's pull these guys up twice. So, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This guy has my favorite battle motion, maybe one of my favorite kits. It's very simple but sweet and powerful. This guy is maybe like one of my favorite units to run. And this is like my most hated unit to run. But, I mean, in saying that, I would not give them anything other than a 10, of course. It's just the major issue they did here. I will forever be mad at myself for not like looking at this guy's kit the first time and realizing, wait a minute, they're asking us to get 3 or 4 rainbow orbs, and he only creates them turn 1. It's insanity. Although he does double rainbow orb change turn 1, but it's insanity. Absolute insanity. That what he should do is he should double rainbow orb change turn 1. And then he should single rainbow orb change after that. So, like, what it should be is, yeah, changes AGL key spheres and physical key spheres to rainbow, like that. And then he just changes physical key spheres to rainbow turns after that or something, right? That would, because this guy is so fat. He's just so fat. He just wants to gobble up the entire field of orbs. It's like, Vegeta, could we, like, you know, I don't know, let any other character, like, do anything here? I just find it so frustrating. I do. But, I mean, this is one of the very best units in the game. Characters that stack like this are always very fun, right? Animations are some of the best in the game. I love Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's battle motion, too, but, this character, I mean, they're a 10 from me, right? Like, I don't know if people might think, like, people hear me talk negatively about them, they might think I'm like a hater or something. Like, no, they're a 10. It's just this Vegeta's very frustrating. Logic is a 10. We don't need to spend much time talking about this. These band units are all professional chefs, right? Very simple. You put him in slot 1, he has 100% dodge. Put him in slot 3, he has this massive support, potentially could debuff, has got like crit damage reduction, additionals everywhere. This massive attack buff right here, Legic is just goated. He's just 10, a 10. Pan is also a 10. Yeah, look at these rankings too. Wow. People kind of hating on Legic a little. Oh, look at that grade for Pan. Yup. Very simple. We don't need to talk about Pan too long here too. 2-turn support, damage reduction, dodge, more support, more damage reduction, attack break, get her up to 80% dodge, rainbow orb changing, another additional super, and stacking. Stacking is fun, by the way. It just simply put is. It's fun when a character does a lot of attacks and builds up. That's fun. It's also fun when Pan is making the entire team function much more smoothly. With multiple turn key support, rainbow orb changing, this is the GOAT right here. And the hardest in the Red Zone era, the second hardest fight in Dokkan history in the Red Zone era. Jiren at Pan was a hard fucking counter to that boss. It was crazy. It's crazy, but it's true. Pan hard countered Jiren, man. Utterly ridiculous, but true. Yeah, so she's a 10. That's a 10. This super easy A blue Vegeta, I love him. I think he's a 10. He has a nice kit. He's restricted to one team. For a super easy A character like this, I just don't mind his restriction. Like I don't know. I guess it's technically he's not restricted to one team, but you need to make sure there's a bunch of Realm of Gods characters on there. I think he's really good. I mean, like, he's got all this crit and dodge. He's got some damage reduction, support. He's got this debuff as well. One of the best things I think Dokkan can do is they can make a fight as toxic and brutal as they want, but if they allow the boss to be attack debuffed, they're inserting a shit ton of counterplay to the boss, which is good. They're making the fight more engaging by allowing it to debuff. I once thought that if debuffs are so powerful, the boss couldn't even really be that exciting if we could heavily debuff them, but it's like all these great boss fights are ones that we actually have a counterplay to, which is attack debuffing. I think it's fair. They could lock and lower our stats and lower our key and change orbs and seal us and stun us and cancel dodge and do all this. But if they just allow us to attack debuff them, it gives us so many counter punching options. So at some point, this Vegeta and Trunks, by the way, keep this in mind with Trunks too. This Vegeta and Trunks, I mean, all they got to do is drop the hardest fight in Dokkan history. Oh my god, it's against Frieza Namek. That's part of Namek GDC. He's the hardest fight ever. But he could be attack debuffed, and then maybe like, Trunks would love that, right? Maybe Trunks could be good there. Maybe Blue Vegeta could be good there, right? Like that's the path for Dokkan. Because Stage 2 Cell Max could be attack debuffed. Jiren could be attack debuffed. The Goku Black and Zamasu fight, which I think is one of the more fun fights in Dokkan history, can also be attack debuffed, right? That's a huge ability to allow us to do. But he's a great character. I think 7, 8, 9, 10, any of those work there. Okay, so the RF Blues were a really, like, controversial character. People do tend to jump the gun. Literally every character you see here, like, the details come out, people, like, go nuts, right? You get kind of, like, the gameplay that's designed to sell the character early on. People go nuts about that. Like, we run through the same cycle with so many characters for years now. Years we've done this. This character, like, people were talking about this character on the scale of, like, Int Goku Black STR Jiren. No way. Like, this Goku could do some stuff. It's Blue Vegeta that I more so have a problem with. Blue Vegeta's pretty limited in the amount of, I feel like he needed just 70% dodge. You just tack on 70% dodge to this guy, and I think it'd really help this character out a tremendous amount. But I think somewhere like I. Oh yeah. Whoa. No. I did not select good. Okay, so this is fucking up. Let me know if any of y'all have clicked these. Is this fucking up for y'all? I did not select good. I selected underwhelming. I know for a fact I selected underwhelming. So some of these are messed up. Yeah, great. Yep. Great. Yep. I did do great there. Yep. Yep. Yeah, see, this one I thought I did underwhelming. I did good. I did great here. Great. Yep. Yeah, I think I did good. I thought I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. But I feel like some of these are moving around what I clicked. I would say underwhelming, but I mean 5, 6, 7, 8 in that range. They're not like horrible, they're just mid. They're mid is their problem. They needed a little bit more. But like I could completely overlook this cuz dude, so many of the characters are so good too. Like it's I don't know. So we got that. These guys, I don't like. I've seen people like trying to like mount like an assault on this character as though they're not like super crazy. But guess what? I think this character is super fucking crazy. I think they're
What's good? What's good, y'all? I'm back.
Base. You could drop that massive spirit bomb. They're orb changing when you do this. I love this character. They're a hard 10 out of 10.
Mike's probably gonna turn off here in a bit. It's dying and shit.
You could go 7, 8, 9, 10 for the GT version. I still think this is like a top 10 character in the game, but this is
Whole nother spam, yo. Like, who are you, dude?
I usually feel like I'm not as badly a prisoner of expectations as others in the community are. I think that's a huge
Streaming
for players is they go, oh, Dokkan can't fumble
these streaming services, right?
And then Dokkan will do it.
Don't want to allow you to buy followers and all like that. But look at all the spams and shit like that they allow in all the chats and shit. Like,
they're still good, right? But I don't know. I can't quite.
like they gotta do better. Like, what's up? Like, why am I getting fucking spams? Like, I ain't got no viewers, but why the fuck am I getting nothing but spams? Like, the fuck?
Way more busted is they both should have attacked or both should have stacked both, right? So like these stacks, 50% attack right there, 70% defense right there. They or 50% attack, 12 key, 70% attack, stack, 18 key. They should have stacked defense as well, and the other character should have stacked attack. Now I understand the bit limit is a problem, right? Like if this character stacked attack, it would break the game, like literally.
My Dokkan screen went off. I gotta put it back on.
But maybe that is the problem that hurt these guys because they should both be stacking both. Super easy in UI, I think is a hard 10 out of 10. Is ridiculous. Easily in discussion, super easy we've ever had. I do have a. Is he? I do have a super easy 8 playlist here. Let's take easy. Super extreme 0. We have 31 right now. Yeah, so there's him. There's that. Remember that Goku. I did like Super Saiyan for Goku, but UI's better. Oh, Cell was dude. Cell good. Cell was good. He was really good. Cell was really good. This has 150. What the fuck? 151 on that Gohan. Jesus, dude. You shitting me? I did not know. Whoa. I had no idea this video banged like, damn. 151 is that, damn, Janemba 120? Whoa, dude, excitement was high. During that 10th anniversary, dude. Janemba 20? What the hell? That's crazy. Oh, yeah, you remember how crazy Wuhan was. Hell yeah, I hated that Vegito. Ugh. Oh, dude, super easy Beerus. Yeah, he's up there as well. I did like full power Frieza. This guy was good. Oh yeah, Kid Buu, Go Tanks. Yeah, I don't know. I think I probably would say UI is the best super easy we've ever had. I think he is. I think this is the best super easy character. Texel's in discussion. Honestly, I think Physical Kid Buu goes in discussion as well. Buhan. Yeah, actually, most people would probably say Buhan. Actually, yeah, Buhan. Oh, yeah, Buhan is. You could say Buhan is the best Super Easy. Buhan, UI Goku. Mm. But yeah, he's on that level. Okay, now we get to the content, the exciting part. Yep, underwhelming. People voted this good, huh? Underwhelming. I love the concept for this, but the stages were weak. Underwhelming. Okay, this is one of the story challenge events. Get behind me, I'll defend you. Right, the Gogeta clone event, this one, the Infinite Zamasu Zeno button, like those like events that are kind of like it's a challenge event, but it's supposed to be like telling a real moment in the story of the series. Those are really good. I like this. I'll defend this one. Greatest Tours to me gets a 10 because of Jiren. It does. Jiren, I think, is the second hardest fight we've ever had. So it gets a 10. And I think the RE as a battle, they're good. They're like a 7 or 8. But this is the problem. This is going away. This is going away. This is going away. And this one, I was gonna vote probably good 7 or 8. I don't know where this great came from, but I mean this is like, see, this is the problem. Like we end with like this like solid and it's all going away. Poof, gone. So stupid. So I would go, yeah, okay, so I'm with the majority here. Underwhelming. Good is secondary, though, so it does seem like a lot more players were enjoying it than I expected. Bad probably is a bit of a stretch. No way I could call it bad with how good the characters were. I couldn't. The content, the pacing was bad. The content was not good until the very end. Then the content's going away. I can't call it good, but I couldn't call it bad either, right? Underwhelming or weak is kind of how I've been describing it. Like a 4, 5, 6. I would go, like, you go 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, and 4th in no particular order. You just take those all the way. They're at the top. Then probably 11th anniversary, 3rd anniversary, 2nd and 1st you could just throw into the top list too. Anniversary would be my pick for worst anniversary. 3rd for sure. And then that's it. So, all right, guys, let me know what you think. 11th anniversary, lot of misses, a lot of bad vibes, but we can walk out of this saying a lot of the characters from UI to this Goku right here. It's this window. We can walk out of this saying most of these characters were very, very good. Alright, guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we're closing in on the end of the year, right? We're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close here. A lot of times I do like to do a lot of end of the year top 10 type stuff. Like I used to only do these really through a lot of January, because January is always very slow in Dokkan. Like way back in the day, like in 2020, 2019, 2018, I would always fill those up. I think Garash dropped his worst. Yeah, right here we go. Gresh dropped his worst summonable sparkings, and then someone was like, "Yo, Nijin," and I was like, "All right, well, sure." And funny enough, in one of these Dokkan group chats I'm in, they said, "Yeah, do it." And I said, "All right, sure, let's do it." 2025 has been mostly a good year. When looking at the summonable units to try and do like top 10 worst, and we'll do a top 10 best as well, obviously. I was actually pleasantly surprised. Because it's like I've talked about this a lot. This year is very similar to 2022 is what this year is, right? 2022, where kind of like half of the year, a lot of the units ended up just really not being great, and the other half of the year, it was just all gods, all demons, like just insane across the board. That's a lot of what we do have going on here, where if we look at all of 2025, like if we try and like just like widen the view from like how did the characters do in the meta they were in versus how does the character do across all the fights of the year, right? Like it's like the second half of the year characters are just really what it's about. And that's not always the way Dokkan works, right? Like if you look at 2023, Orange Piccolo, I mean, he was the year before, but you could kind of throw him in there. GT Goku Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, LR Bulma, like, they were, 1, 2, 3, 4, like, characters in range, like, between the top 4 until the next anniversary. So, this year definitely a little unusual in that. Now, I did want to do, again, top 10 worst summonable units. I was toying with the idea of only allowing one banner unit because, I mean, like, if we're just going strictly by strength level, it would be just like 10 banner units, right? Like the summonable characters. So, like, I'm referring, like, if we go ahead and take a look at this right here, right? 17 is way too good to use for this analogy. So is Daima Piccolo, so we're not going to do that. I do actually rather like the Vegeta. This works right here. This guy he has a horrible design. It's so bad, right? Because as the first attacker in the turn, and guess what? You need this for him to be effective, but that triggers once he attacked, right? And then he's got that is what the issue was, right? It was this, and then he also gets this when he gets hit, but it's just like it wants him to go in slot 1, and then he could just get absolutely blown away out of slot 1, right? Like we jumped in there with this guy, ran him in slot 1 as we need to, and it was just instant death. Like he just died instantly in slot 1. It's like, all right, well, so there's literally no point to this character then, right? A lot of banner units throughout the years have been huge misses like this, but I didn't want to fill it up only with banner units. But I mean, I feel like I landed on a list that is pretty solid. And remember, just because a character's on here doesn't necessarily mean they're the worst character of all time or something like that. I would give extra bonus points to Dokkan Fest, right? So, like, if you're bad as a Dokkan Fest, you get extra bonus points of being ass. You definitely get extra bonus points if you're an Anniversary LR and you're ass. You definitely get bonus points for that, right? So, a lot of different stuff like that we could do. I'm using this Dokkan stats site here. Another recent site that popped up, pretty solid, and I mean it's got a nice little layout that we could use here. I always like supporting kind of like the community made resources. It's definitely good, kind of like a Dokkan website rather than Tier Maker, which is just for everything. So sure. Okay, so we will start. Yeah, so this is nice because this is just all the characters in release order too, which I have in my head. So we're going to start with Android 18. Android 18, so her presence here, I'm not going to spend much time talking about Android 18. But her design sucks. Let's look at her at the start of the year content. Dodge canceling everywhere. That's her major weapon. Let's look at her at end of the year content. As the second or third attacker in the turn, she starts dodging. She just has too many weaknesses all over the place. Even with the androids kind of being back, I still think like outside of her, hidden potential system dodging or getting some good RNG, what is she ever even gonna do to potentially help the team, right? So I mean, she's just ass. We're gonna get her on there, but I'm not gonna talk about her too much. Next is Wrath Broly. This is maybe a little harsh to Wrath Broly because if we look at him, the purpose of what he wants to do, he does accomplish. Okay, so like he's designed to be the festival killer, and you literally can. I still haven't done. I should do the run before 11th anniversary starts, but he can solo festival, right? Like we literally, like, if we use items and support memory and stuff, just do double Wrath Broly and like go through the entirety of festival, basically with just Wrath Broly in slot 1 doing all the damage, right? It could actually be that impressive, that ludicrous. But if we look at his performance in all the content right now versus all of the other characters that are releasing around him, right? Golden Frieza and Gogeta, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, the GDCLRs, even fuck baby, Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I feel like Wrath Broly, unfortunately for him, does deserve to be here. A little bit of a bummer. I mean, he's a very pretty unit, right? Really good animations, really good aesthetically, but it does feel as though he deserves to be on this list. Next we go Goku and Frieza right here. I'm gonna leave it. I was briefly in my head considering if I maybe want to get Wrath Broly above them. Man, okay, so I think that this Frieza is the worst dog shit. Like, of anniversary characters we've seen, the Frieza side of this character is one of the worst anniversary characters we've ever seen. Like, at this Frieza side, I hate it so much. The design is just not good. This character would have a very interesting design if you could swap with Goku turn 1, because then we'd have a situation where Frieza, right, could be very strong when HP is low, and then Goku would be very strong when HP is high. And if we were able to swap back and forth turn 1, that would be beautiful design. Because it's like Frieza gets all this shit that you're not even going to have, really, probably, very likely, early on in these fights. Now, in the 10th anniversary Red Zones, for the most part, I mean, it's funny, when the day this guy came out, it was really bad for him because especially like one of those main like showcase fights I was using was that Beerus fight, and I mean this Frieza was just a fish there, right? And then a lot of the other Red Zone fights came out after this guy, which included kind of like the longer ones, right? The ones that are definitely going to turn 10 and such. In those fights, Goku is I think very solid, but if we, again, pull it back and examine the entirety of it too, this character is unusable in, like, borderline everything, right? Like, I don't know, like, even this character against, like, the Red Zone Broly fight right now, which goes a little bit longer, like, why would you ever run this character, right? Frieza, who could get locked by Wrath Broly and killed very easily, Goku, who will be hitting like a feather at that Broly phase. It's not like Goku is that strong defensively. Just sit him in slot 1 and be good no matter what. He would get killed too. So this character just does nothing at this point. I'm not really the biggest fan. The Goku side was definitely very strong in the 10th anniversary Red Zones, but overall, this character, I don't know. I could get this character on here pretty easily. Next, we actually have that baby GT Trunks. I think that this guy just has such a horrible design, right? Like, he needs to be represented on here. If you swap this to, I don't know, else, I guess go in slot 3. I mean, locking could still, his design, this guy is just bad. I don't even really want to spend more time talking about him. He sucks. He sucks dick. Next one, SR Evolution Blue Vegeta. I feel like I can't, as much as I would love to, like, I can't put, like, Goku and Frieza as worse than him. He just has never really been able to provide very much, right? Remember, there's a lot of characters who individually we could see good rotations from or good turns from or something like that. But, I mean, this guy just has nothing, man. He's just doing nothing. He's creating rainbow orbs that, I mean, he himself needs. Not really necessarily helping out, like, other characters on any teams. He doesn't have support. His defense can be very, very hit or miss. He is incredibly weak to boss mechanics, locking, AoEs, and these things really, really, really would cause this guy to struggle. I am just not super high on him. Like I don't want to be super. I don't know. You guys get it. You guys get it. Because him not having an active skill, it does come into play, right? Because I mean, to be fair, I guess he doesn't like exactly get defense, something like that. But there's a lot of characters where they'll have an active skill, and it could maybe give them at least a little bit of a defensive tool against like AoEs or something, right? Like a lot of characters who would get defense when they attack, but use the active skill, and then they've got it to start a turn. But I mean, Vegeta doesn't have any of that anyway. But I don't know. He just feels like he needs to be here, right? Next, we'll get on to PyCon. Man, I'm looking at this again. It's like, damn, PyCon probably should be a little bit higher. Now, I guess, like, what if I just said it like this? Tell me how many times, like, tell me about all your PyCon runs. Go ahead. Tell me all those runs with PyCon where PyCon saved the day. Nothing. I don't know that I've ever seen a tweet about this guy after like the first couple days he came out. This is probably the most forgettable some major character of all time. PyCon. I think he is. I've never seen okay. Let's just go deep into 2023 territory, right? 2023 Dokkan. Where I mean, it was a lot of the releases and stuff. Just it was like release after brutal release. Like we look at it in hindsight, and it's like, oh my god, like Super Boo fucking sucked. Physical Turles wasn't that effective. This guy barely lasted long. Omega was trash, right? We can go in reverse, right? And it's like Kale ended up kind of being dog shit, right? That's one of the worst these days of all time. This character, like, it's actually unbelievable how just like bad releases in a row, right? Like in 2023. But here's the thing: all these fuckers have fans. There's an STR Super 17 account. I've seen a lot of people love Kale, right? Like Turles, had fans. In Super Saiyan 4, Goku has shooters like crazy. Now, he's a little different because, I mean, he's one of the, again, aesthetically, he's one of the sickest cards they've ever released. So I get it. But, I mean, a lot of these shitty 2023 characters have, like, fans. No one gives a fuck about PyCon. PyCon is completely irrelevant. If not for me talking about how no one cared, like, Tao, no one cared about him, like, if not for me talking about that so much, no one would care about Tao too. Get that out of the way. And Baby Gohan and Goten. Now, Baby Gohan and Goten, they are not on this list. People don't care about them, but they're also really good. If you can run them on that baby team, they could be really effective. Although they are pretty much just dodge, and there is a lot of anti-dodge right now. But yeah, PyCon, I mean, he's just worthless. He's got nothing, dude. There's nothing here. It's just empty. Like, this guy's not even, he's not the worst of all time. But it's just, there's nothing. This is void right here. It's sad. This is nothing. Poor PyCon, man. I was waiting for this version of PyCon, specifically this right here. I was waiting for this for years, and we finally get it, and it's like, I mean, his animation does look good, right? Like, we play this looks good, So it's like they didn't cheap out on this. I think it looks really quite solid. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Boy, he's on, top 10 worst of the year, I think for sure. Next, Automagetta. I didn't want to fill this up with just banner units, but like, holy fuck. I mean, dude. Alright, hold on. Maybe he's actually the GOAT. Alright, so no super attack comes in. Alright, hold on. Maybe he's actually the GOAT. So no super attack comes in. So when attacking, 20% defense and Universe allies get 20% attack. We dodge the super. Oh my god. It's just that if we run... You're shitting stunned. Even when he touches. All right, next up, the terrible character. I do feel like I'm almost cheating a little bit with so many band units, but next we got AGL Videl. There, AGL Videl though. The thing about her is that she one of these like complementary banner units is or Android 18. We could get rid of Android 18 is or something like that. I mean, her and Ranfan were their own banner. This is design. This Videl, she's just worthless until she revives, but she doesn't revive. In order for her to be able to activate her revive, 4th turn from character's entry turn. Do you guys know what that means? That means it's her 3rd rotation. Unless you float her the first time you see her. So, perfect. In a perfect, okay? You get her turn 1, you float her. She comes back turn 4, she dies. And then you're able to use her effectiveness on turn fucking 6. Turn 6, she gets all of her stuff. What the fuck? Right? Like, this character is interesting if her revive is unconditional. She could just use it from turn 1. Why is Fatbu so good? Because he could use his revive from second 1. There is no condition on it, right? That's where they fucked up. Now, it's just, and guess what? She has to die as well, right? Because, I mean, you just look at it. Like, let's look at in future Gohan. Character or is KO'd, right? Boom. It occurred to me at this exact moment we had to bring it up. The title. Yep. So, you know. Oh, this has 500 comments? People weren't agreeing with me? 0 dodge is unheard of. Yeah, because she herself has to die, right? Anyway, blah, 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 blah. I mean, you knew with a title like that she was going to be on this. She sucks. She's trash. Now, unfortunately, we've reached the end of this list, and there's no drama. There's no suspense. Literally anyone who's, like, tapped into this channel, my opinions, Dokkan Twitter, Dokkan Reddit, I feel like you all know exactly who 1 and 2 are. Like, right? Like, do you guys... So, starting from who's eligible? looks like the first, technically the first characters of the year. Princess Sync doesn't need to be here, but it's STR, Kid Buu, and Physical Super Saiyan 3. They're the first characters of 2025, right? So then we go all the way through this, and you guys know exactly which two characters are going on here, right? You all know. Don't lie. You all know. All right, so let's grab Blue Kaioken Goku. Now, you could have Blue Kaioken at 1, and I'm not going to argue it too much. Because here's the thing. Blue Kaioken Goku, we're going into year 11. This guy, like, this moment was in, what, 2016? 2016 is when this happened. It definitely was. Let me double check the date on that. All right, guys, here we go. So here's the episode. April of 2016. April 2016. So, I mean, we've been waiting basically 9 years since that moment. I mean, the AGL Blue Kaioken Goku obviously was very good back in the day when he came out, but, I mean, very quickly, once Dokkan got, like, you know, the good animations and stuff, you know, people would be really excited. Like, oh, I can't wait to see my favorite moments, you know, utilized in the really good animations, you know, with all the voice acting and the OSTs and all the good stuff going on. And then they drop this guy, and I mean, he's a fumble. And he's not just a fumble because of his kit. Like, of course, his kit, like, he's just kind of like ass, right? This is a character who is slowly killing you every time he supers. And it's not like, oh, you'll lose 5% HP, you know, once per turn, you know, but he's doing, like, all this other stuff. I could live with that. Well, I would rather no character ever do this again, but I could live with it. But this fucker supers 3 and 4 times, man. He's destroying you. Literally. Bro, you want to know what the most use I got out of this guy? I was struggling, because it's just one of those things, like, in Future Gohan and Trunks, they're an amazing character, they're great, but, like, okay, like, we got to do the showcase for them, so on command, I need to be able to swap into Trunks, and it's just one of those things where it's like, it'll happen when it happens. It'll happen when it happens. So, I was having a lot of trouble, and then I was like, oh, yes, I know what I could do. I know exactly what I could do. And then Iron Cane had some difficulties transforming as well. So I showed up to help my boy out, right? Here, let's just get to where he shows the team. Bam, right there. The Blue Kaiokens. So, you know, we run the team in, like, an easy event, and then we have the Blue Kaiokens slowly kill us so that we could get in Trunks. That's exactly what happened, right? And I shared that with Iron. I said, you could go ahead and knock out a good video, and he did it. And it worked. It worked. So this character, I mean, he's better at killing you than killing the enemy. Oh, and there is one... Guys. Hold on. We're gonna let this play. I gotta play his animations here. It's not just a matter of like, oh, he's not good, you know, blah, 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 because of whatever. I want the thing with all the animations. Yeah, okay, here we go. So we got them all in one video? Okay. Yeah, here we go. Goku's animations, in my opinion, they fucked up. They messed up the, because, like, there's a lot of screaming, and he's just screaming. But, like, it's just him screaming without, like, it being voice acted. And it's like a real feels bad man moment. So here, I'm gonna let this go. Let's go ahead and play this, and then y'all will hear. Yeah, there we go, right? Like, that's it. That's the show. That was it. All that screaming, and it's not voice acted. It feels like they fucked it up. Like they fucked it up. I like that. That ruins it. And then number one, I mean, I don't know that I really need to talk about it. I like, what's the golden standard of what a character should look like when they're introduced into the game for the first time, right? Orange Piccolo, the Gammas, TUR Gammas, right? Like, I don't know, something like that. This guy's the gold standard for sucking. He just sucks cock. He's the worst character of the year. And this is like, oh my god, like, people are obsessed with that word canon. And what's canon, what isn't canon. People are obsessed with that. Well, here you go. Canon. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and they completely, like, like, this guy's just terrible. He's just awful. Like, his design, a lot of, we're gonna see this a lot, but when they do the shit where you've gotta be, first attacker in the turn, there's a really good chance you're gonna end up not being good, right? Like, it's brutal being forced to go into slot 1. That's where the real power of bosses typically is. So, I mean, it just creates characters that just are really bad. So, I don't know, chat. That's it. I mean, Daima Vegeta. So, here, let's zoom out a little bit here. Try and get all 10. Okay, we'll zoom out one more. There we go. Let's take a look at this. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Now that we kind of got it zoomed out, looking at it, top 10 worst summonable units of the year. I like it, I do. I think you could, now I'll just get this in here at the end. I did not think that any more of the 10th anniversary LRs deserve to be on here. If you wanted to get more 10th anniversary LRs, the ones who I think we could have a discussion about, believe it or not, are the Dokkan Fest exclusive 10th anniversary fusions. They're the ones who we could talk about. Now, I do think it's more so just a bad decision by Dokkan to, the GDC power creep. But again, what it is going from, all right, you need to be good on turn 10 to now you need to be good turn 1, which killed so many characters at the start of the year. But the 10th anniversary fusions, they're the only anniversary Dokkan Fests in years who have not held up their bargain and been at the top of their game the whole year. They're the only ones since maybe 2020, Blue Fusions, Blue Vegito, Blue Gogeta. All the anniversary characters since then have, at least one of them has still been like top 5 going into the next anniversary pretty much every year. So it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So because of that, I think you could get the 10, these lists are very, very subjective, obviously. I think you can get the 10th anniversary fusions on here pretty easily. I do think so. For me, I was trying to, certainly I would give extra credit, as I said, to, Dokkan Fest exclusives and LRs and anniversary LRs and stuff. But, yeah, this is about, I think, where we'll get with it. So, let me know what you guys think. Top 10 worst summonable characters. We'll do a top 10 best summonable characters. I already know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I think that one's going to be probably more controversial than this one, actually. So, all right, Angels. Love y'all. Mwah. I'll catch y'all next time. Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. Hot take time. We gotta continue our streak of a hot takes video every day. We got a nice little streak going. People are loving the takes videos. Eventually they might start to get a little bit played out because we're kind of in this time frame of what's going on in Dokkan. And I think we're gonna start to see a lot of the same stuff, right? So we'll see. We do have the next Dokkan Fest teaser. Looks like it's very likely Metal Cooler. Less likely, but still on the board, I think, is Baby. I think it's probably just between those two. All right, so I was recommended this thread, right? I went to find it, but I found a second one too. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's jump in. This is how we're starting. Blue Kaioken Goku defense. We're starting. I mean, I guess this is hot takes, right? Okay. Very overhated on release. Designed for battle hard and formidable foes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't really any dominator in there. This does not sound incorrect to me. I mean, yeah, I do think he could dominate in there for sure. The biggest issue, though, I mean, no matter what, for any type of content, is still this playing with fire. I mean, decent chance you can get to turn 4 and then he'll just revive anyway, but at like the HP loss is a major issue because you're not losing 5% HP per turn. He's triple supering and often, sometimes can quad super. So, you're talking 15% and 20%. It's a lot of damage he does to himself. One of the highest damage outputs. Okay. Well, okay. Wait. Well, hold on. Okay, I know we're talking about battle hard and formidable foes right there. Sure. One of the highest damage outputs turn 1. Remember, the other half of the game is like 10 turn red zones. Built-in dodge, which does allow him to work in some of these GDC fights, by the way. Dodge the Cell Max, Broly AoEs, tank normals, and he would have the revive for the AoEs as well. HP drain wasn't an issue; it just pushed you into AGL UI revive. If we'd go down that road, I'm not really interested in defending this character, but I don't like this. Doesn't this paragraph is not bullshit. Oh, okay. Yes, I would tend to agree with this. Just because Orange Piccolo is a legendary character in Dokkan history. There is a precedent. Exclude when we're talking about EZAs, one thing you guys must understand is you do have to exclude the anniversary Dokkan Festellaurs, right? Like exclude them from this talk. Legendary characters due up for their EZA, it has not been pretty. Besides anniversary Dokkan Fest. So, like Orange Piccolo, I don't know. Like I feel like I could see him like, wow, they really did not want Orange Piccolo to go crazy again, or I could just totally see he's back. Like I think it could go either way. Now I am rooting so hard for Ultimate Gohan because this guy felt like one of the biggest black eyes on Dokkan for quite a while. So for him to have a crazy redemption, I think would be so sick. And now, like, we actually have, like, Beast Gohan in the game, so his presence doesn't feel quite as dirty. Like, Piccolo's giant form is useless in festival battles. Okay, well, hold on, time out. We don't know when they're easying yet. Right? Now, yeah, they probably more than likely will have EZA'd within the next, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, something like that. They're due up for EZA anytime. They could EZA, their details could be tweeted out tomorrow. Like, it could happen. But who knows what fights will be there. Like, once it's time, right? It is true, though. His giant form is useless in festival battles because of charges. So that is true. It's completely trash. I remember I've lost one time before festival battles to Battlefield Metal Cooler, I think. I had used Piccolo's giant mode in there. And I lost the Metal Cooler from charges. Because remember, charges exist in Battlefield, but they almost never come into play. You have charges, but it's very generous. So I remember it was an actual issue against Battlefield Zamasu. This was like in like 2018 though. Was like the only one I could remember that seriously challenged it. And in True Sage, unless he's ran on superhero, he won't get a shine form. I mean, let's see. We do know for sure that his active skill condition is not going to change. But, I mean, yeah, I do think Ultimate Gohan could be better on EZA. There's definitely a good chance of that. Never liked the int gamma, especially on release. Okay, release does have an A in it, but then again, the thing about the Dokkan community, which I kind of love, is that it's like players from like a bunch of different countries and stuff like that, like people with a bunch of different languages. I try my best to never really get on people about spelling errors or anything like that, because it's a lot of it is a lot of people who are like speaking their second language, English, right? Like in this community. So I'm just quickly like, is that a way like maybe it's spelled somewhere else? I don't know. Not a big deal, but yeah. Anyway, I mean that's a good point to make though. Is that again? I try not to get people too much on like typos and stuff like that because there's just so many players who are using English as not their first language. So, and I mean everyone talks about how annoying of a language English is. Like it makes no sense and stuff like learning it. And so like I totally. I mean, hey, I'm a dummy. I only know one language, right? I want to. Dude, I'd like to learn Japanese. I'd like to learn Spanish too. But I mean, bro, that sounds tough. It does. It does. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Gammas, but I mean they were elite, very very elite. Oh wait, this is not. Wait, this is not. This is not true. This is not true. This shit, what it did to Beast Gohan. Now I know we could say, oh, Beast Gohan, couldn't take damage anyway. Which I mean, in the first, I mean, okay. Well, we are saying on release because the point I was gonna make is how much the Gammas did for Beast. If we're going up against like the Bulma fight, remember, which was very difficult, or Goku and Frieza, right? Like the Gammas gave Beast like they turned him into like he actually was invincible with the Gamma's support up. Their normal support was only for one turn. Beast Banner Unit was better than them. I was not the biggest fan of that character because if I'm not mistaken, were they not a 60% dodge character? 30 and 30. Yeah, nah. No way. No way. I was not crazy on them. No. No, I don't agree. I'm taking the Gammas over them 55 million times out of 55 million times. Biggest loser ever? I mean, okay, now we're getting into the real. This is what Dokkan Twitter does for me. Here we go. Yeah, we start to say really quirky shit like this. This is just wrong. Because Dokkan Twitter, they did turn this guy versus 23rd World Tournament Goku into like a turf war or something, dude. It's crazy. But like both were goated. Like both were gods. God Goku, Piccolo Jr., 23rd World Tournament Goku ran shit for a year or something. I don't know. Outside of being he did nothing. Bro, come on. Nothing? Please. Or changing is useless. Yep. Yeah. This. Please. Yeah, there's just no, like, it's just wrong. It's just comedy. It's comedy. Yeah, he did nothing. Dude, come on. I don't, like, I mean, I don't, like, I don't know, like, we put in, like, God Goku, man. Like, how many, like, dude, I was using God Goku in, like, every video, dude. I guess just typing in God Goku would be crazy, because there's just, like, how many, like, dude, this stupid thing just brings up shorts. How about real videos, man? Thank you. Yeah, he was crazy, though, dude. Like, bro, the amount that we used God Goku, he was just a crazy character. He was so good. Man, crazy. We could be coming up on his EZA, too. Holy, man. Damn. That trio is going to be real interesting. Piccolo Jr., this guy, and 23rd World Tournament Goku, and they EZA. Oh! Biggest proof of power creep with this game is that they released Tech Ultimate Gohan 3 times. Strongest one is still the first one. These two are bums. Bums? These two? Uh-huh. I mean, chat, you know what time it is? Any guesses? It's Dokkan Diamond time. Just saying, they did make the Dokkan. Now, to be fair, Kefla would not be on the Dokkan Diamond now. She would get bumped off. But, Dokkan Diamond presence right there. Not a bum. AKA, not a bum. Uh-oh. Oh, brother. We're pulling up my videos here. Oh, this could get bad for me. Let's see. AGL Kalen Cleveland, not a contender for strongest unit ever. Legendary Goku event was a joke when they released already. Okay, so Legendary Goku event dropped. I gotcha. I sure did. Legendary Goku event was a joke when they dropped. Oh, really? Damn, this is closing in on 3 years? Time moves by so fast. They released before the Legendary Goku event, by the way. Like, they were a day one ass pounding in the Legendary Goku event. Like, could I mean, we could just... I bet I could probably hit popular for this, right? No. I'm gonna pull up the stream. I must have streamed this, right? This isn't gonna take that much. I tend to not like stream like old types of stuff. Yeah, so it's pretty quick for me to just like go backwards. Look, we could see all the different releases, huh? Yeah, very fun, very fun. All right, so we're still in 2020. Here we go, 2019. Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Damn, 173. People love this event, dude. Yeah, so it's brand new. Oh my god. Dude, ranked 673. I was a fish back then, man. Very first run. Oh my god, what is that I'm bringing? Whoa. Pretend you guys aren't seeing this part, man. Oh my god, this is back when 999 was the max. Remember that? 999 was the max. Wait, I can't. So here's my initials. I took Gowasu and Zamasu in. Oh, wow. This is my... I've got the TUR right there. Not rainbowed, though. Oh, my God. What a fraud I am. Yeah, anyway. When Extreme Super Battle dropped, they got blasted. I mean, this was a full year later, though. Extreme Super Battle Road was almost exactly a full year later. Didn't use them for the normal clear and the no item run. Yeah, but this is... Bro, the no item run for Extreme 8, like... Dude, PyCon was December of 2020. Like, I don't know. If the argument... Oh, that one. Because the thing is... Oh, wait, what is this? This is the first run? Well, I mean, yeah, but they're a character that was meant for Legendary Goku event. I don't know. It's tough, because what character are we going to pull? So the argument is... Because remember, they made Legendary Goku event a joke. They themselves. When Extreme Super Battle Road dropped, they got blasted. Yeah, but that was a year later. So, like, which character... Like, you can't, like, Beast and Carnival Tech Broly get fucking blasted in new fights. They're, year old. Like, when you hit which character was a year old not getting blasted in the hardest fights? Orange Piccolo? I guess? Because, like, he could really hold his own well against Fusion Zamasu, which would have been the hardest fight, and that was around a year after his release. But, like, that's pretty much it. Like, I'm thinking... I mean, I guess Tech Ultimate Gohan, but he is like, the old time. Like, people are not considering Tech Ultimate Gohan the strongest unit in Dokkan history. I don't like this argument. Like we could entertain this. I mean, I think that this is ridiculous. This statement. But I don't think talking about how they performed a year after their release is a good argument. Because Extreme Super Battle Road came out, this is like March of 2020. Like the last couple of days of March 2020 is when Extreme Super Battle Road came out. And the Legendary Goku event came out, it was Goku Day, 2019. You know, May 9th, May 8th, or whatever day it was. So, there you go. These guys had a bigger impact against Legendary Goku event than Kale and Khalifa. I don't know. I mean, Kale and Khalifa were the strongest unit in there. Like, they were better than Gohan. Superclass 120% is only 10% worse than the Kale and Khalifa lead. Legendary Goku event was still hard when he dropped. Wait, you're getting a little confused. Trunks also came out before the Legendary Goku event. Because Superclass 120, I guess I gotta look on the Japanese wiki for this. He was during the 2023 Worldwide he EZA'd. I do gotta double check on his leader skill quickly. So pre-EZA, he was 120% Superclass, yeah, but now oh no, this is the Japanese one. Yeah, again, he came out a couple, like, what, 2-3 weeks before the Legendary Goku event. Like, Trunks and Kale and Khalifa were out when the Legendary Goku event came out. Gohan released many months later. Trunks was a full free-to-play team, could clear LGE easily. That's probably true, but I could not, off the top of my head, tell you what these free-to-play characters would be. Trunks was very good in there, though. AGL Gohan is I don't think I need to talk about him. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to, but he's just worse than Kale and Khalifa in every single way. Besides leader skill, right? Never speak until you are truly right. Not horrible advice, I guess. Maybe I should start doing this, man. Yeah, that's pretty good advice. Tag Beast and Orange Pickle for 11th anniversary, then Daima. Wait, then Daima and Gohan for. I mean, this for 11th anniversary. You're speaking my language. Wait, oh, okay. With GDC not dropping new Gohan, Major Celebration did not drop a new standalone Gohan. Wait, but dude, oh yeah, never speak into your tree. Yeah, because dude, okay, that's hilarious. Yeah, I see. That was on August 1st, and then August 7th. Dude, yeah, Amatsu was like, no, Gohan is coming. Yeah, dude, that's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, Gohan, Daddy's here, man. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, which Gohan for 11th anniversary? I like this. Yeah, that's funny. All right, let's see. The gap between him and Vegeta and Trunks and Tech Carnival Goku is bigger than the gap between Cooler and the Gods. I mean, I personally found Cooler to be just much better than the 7th anniversary LRs. I mean, once you transform with them, they obviously were very good, but to me, it feels like there was a definitive top 3. You know, Vegeta and Trunks, they were much better than Carnival Goku, then Carnival Goku, and then Cooler. And then yeah, the superhero characters definitely shook things up quite a bit. One take that gets all the replies, quotes, angry yet? Let's see. No, this is pretty. Honestly, I mean, this. I do like this thread. This has been good. Nothing crazy. Maybe something in the comments of this video will get them riled up. What are we? We're 20 minutes in. I could take a look at the second one then. All right. Damage has been better than defense for a long time now. No, this is complete hoppycock fucking bullshit. Unless we're gonna. There you go. Unless we're gonna start talking about Festival, which I know a lot of y'all don't want to do. There's no motherfuck. There's no fucking way you could say damage is better than defense in the GDC fights. You cannot. No. Absolute nonsense. So damage has been better than defense for a long time by now. I think this is bullshit. In the first, like 5-6 months of this year, I felt like damage was more important than it ever had been, with the way the red zone fights were structured. But that immediately was just gone. Poof. Out of nowhere. And it was just all defense. Defense was so important, right? And that's the thing with these GDC fights. Broly can carry a team in festival battles. Yeah, well, okay. When you use the word easily, I mean, when we're also getting rid of some weaknesses with items, I mean, you know, it's a tricky, like, winning just Broly do it himself with his raw damage. Meanwhile, Vegeta and Trunks can't even. Wait, this is this turned. I was wondering what they were doing right there. This turned into a Vegeta and Trunks hate tweet. What the hell? Can't even. Oh, okay. Broly could solo festival battle. Vegeta and Trunks can't, even though they buff units around them. Well, Pune, it might fucking be that Broly is a new summonable LR, and this is an easy 8. Hello. That might have something to do with it. I love the conclusion. This is simply because damage is better. This is a troll. This is a troll tweet. This is a troll, man. Come on, please. Yes, defense. You guys know it's the age-old adage. Defense wins championships. It applies to every sport, literally. Every sport. Hey, how many times did Floyd Mayweather lose, kids? Anyone want to tell me? How many losses does Floyd Mayweather have? Defense wins championships, man. That's okay. I actually rather enjoyed this. I'm definitely going through the second one. Okay, let's go. So the more I use him, the more I dislike him. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Hits harder than most stackers early on. Yeah, he does hit much harder than like the 10th anniversary LRs, right? But he doesn't peak as high as the other ones. True. Besides the super attack of support and being link battery for the LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, don't find any use for him. I can see it. Yeah. This is the character I found it very easy to remove from my festival battle teams, for sure. Okay. Oh, this guy, man, this guy had a rough fall off, dude. Damn. Who wasn't that good? Yeah, maybe we did gas him a little bit, just a little bit seduced by AJL Super Saiyan 4 Goku's support back then, perhaps. He was still able to put in some work, though. I don't know. I don't want to just act like this Vegeta now was like dog shit or something like that. He felt really good when he first came out. I think double Super Saiyan 4 Goku is just getting carried by Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Rather choose the better team. Okay. Wish him and Gogeta swap leader skills? Well, yeah, I mean, because Gogeta certainly does feel to have a better leader skill for Fuse fighters, which is the majority of the team, right? Remember, like, I mean, when I've gone through Festival, I mean, I don't know if it's just my play style or what, but when I would run double AGL Gogeta, I would win almost, it felt like, every time. Whereas, like, I feel as though I did have more struggles using the Tech Vegito leader skill. So, yeah. Alright. Anyone who compares Beast to Tech Super Vegito is just stupid. Beast was defense unit can be thrown at any team easily. Worked amazing with any damage dealer. AGL Broly. Yeah. I mean, that's like what a big, like AGL Broly defenders, like, I mean, I thought AGL Broly was good for quite a while. You know, would point out that, like, all Beast did really was just protect Broly's front end, right? required to make him the center of attention. Okay. I don't know. I like the community like very quickly has just like been hating on like Tech Super Vegito a lot as well. I feel like he was just an incredible anniversary unit. Like you're not gonna find me hating this character. I don't know. I don't really subscribe to the, oh my god, Beast Gohan was so good he ruined the game. Oh my god, Tech Vegito was so good he ruined the game. I don't know, man. I mean, anniversary is gonna hit and they're gonna be doing wild, wacky shit. That's what's always gonna happen. All right, let's keep going. Saiyan Day is the most boring major celebration. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this always does. People aren't gonna agree because people are really mad at the Tanabata right now. I mean, I get it. This week had nothing, right? Like not dropping an ECA this week was a crazy decision to me. But I mean, this is true because Saiyan Day is just like a week and a half. It typically is not that good. It literally is. Now follow me here. Carried by character hype. 100%. Yes. So, them dropping episode 1 Kid Goku, which is a horrible choice for Saiyan Day. It just ended up being the biggest, like, nothing. Like, people did not care. They saw Kid Goku from episode 1, they said, we do not give a shit. That's what people said. Last time I was hyped for the celebration was Int Broly's release. No. Let's calm. No. Yeah, you already fucking hating on God Goku. I'm sick of this shit. No. God Goku was great. Majin Vegeta was exciting, and I love the final explosion animation. It wasn't until, 3 months later. Yeah, basically about 3 months later, when he became good, Majin Vegeta. But God Goku, hello? Dude, I thought Super Saiyan Vegeta last year was kick-ass, too. Dude, he's still usable. The Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta. Still pretty good for festivals, so. Choices have been boring lately. I don't agree. This year, yes. I thought Android Saga Super Saiyan Vegeta needed a Dokkan Fest like that. So, I don't agree. No. God Goku, of course, needed a Dokkan Fest. 2022, Majin Vegeta getting one is definitely not boring. Broly was not boring. I think you could maybe say like the Super Saiyan Bardock, like people weren't really upset about that though. I feel like there was excitement for him, but like if we're gonna hate on Saiyan Day picks, to me, it's 2025 and 2020, right? Because 2025 was Kid Goku and 2020 is Bardock. I thought 2019 was pretty kick-ass as well. The transforming Vegeta, who obviously ended up being super good in Legendary Goku event a couple of months later. Saiyan Day feels like a it's a little bit pumped up though that I'm gonna end up skipping. Yeah, see, this is a little foolish because Tech Vegeta and God Goku literally ran the year, both of them. Vegeta and God Goku were good the whole year. In 2022, took Vegeta a couple of months, but then he was crazy, right? Kid Goku doesn't feel to me quite on the level, I would say, of God Goku and Tech Vegeta. Because like the switch up from long content to short, Kid Goku is one of those characters that got hurt by that pretty badly, right? Kid Goku's pretty rare as a meta character. Yeah, I mean, he's only got, three premium units. Three. But, I mean, to me, Path to Power Kid Goku and Dragon Ball Saga Kid Goku, those are, that's, not really the same. I mean, it is, but isn't the same character, right? Like, does that make sense? Like, Path to Power Kid Goku to me does feel like something a little bit different. But, yeah, I mean, only 3 Kid Gokus, too. I mean, I'm down for Dokkan Fest Stellar Kid Goku. I mean, whatever, right? Like, let's do it. Him against Demon King Piccolo, I think it would go over well. It would go over well. Hardest unit for you to rank? Pretty easy for me. He can dodge when a Super's aimed at him. He could do decent damage. He's a Rainbow Orb Changer. He's got counters. He's pretty good to me. Dodge and Super in his direction. It takes 37 Supers in a row. Like, got a ton of. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Still pretty good to me. I find him pretty easy to run. Very easily rank units off calcs alone. I mean, I don't know, because the people who like we had this whole discussion. Let me finish reading this. It's the better way. Dokkan's game a shit ton of RNG. Personally, experience varies a lot between person to person. I mean, that's true. Yeah, that's definitely true. These two are a prime example of personal experience varying from person to person. Are we talking about the EZA for Gogeta? Where, I mean, Calx would say, oh my god, this guy is like the craziest of all time. Because he had guaranteed crits like before every character started getting that shit, right? And it's like, oh my god, dude, like Calcin him, he's doing so much damage. But like, I mean, like when I would use him, he would super and then like normal, that's it. Like, right? Whereas Tech Vegito, would throw out 6 supers. So I'm gonna assume that's what this line is a reference to. I mean, you can say this. It's like very easy to say this, but the people who do calcs that I've seen often are changing their mind quite a bit between, oh, we got the units details, I calced them, I know how good they are, but then they're singing a different tune 3 weeks later. So, you tell me. You tell me. Oh, here we go. Gogeta's always been a normal merchant. I agree. That was my experience as well. And nothing. Is it? Are you trolling me? The units I think shouldn't be ranked off calcs as dodge units. uh. Okay. Like, is that that's it? Got to be intentional. I must be missing. That's got to be intentional. Got to be intentional. Got to be intentional. As their performance depends on a team a lot more than their stats. Like Bulma. We could say LR Bulma. LR Bulma, right? Remember, my dodge build on Bulma, we were calling her UI Bulma, by the way. By the way. Well, being a top 3 unit right now, yep, I agree. Having the most fun team in the game. He'll have the biggest fall off. Maybe. Yeah, because there is a hole. Let's see if we talk about it. Go on as well. Once the 70% attack support expires, team's damage falls off. He's basically useless in long events. Yeah, and he does not have crazy defenses. Yes, that's correct. Omega's weakness, funny enough, is longer fights. That is where his team will struggle badly. You're gonna, like, as it gets deeper and deeper, right? And, even if you're using, like, Fat Boo shenanigans, right? Fat Boo gives you 2 turns. Eventually, you're left with, like, basically just Rose, right? Because, like, I mean, we could have AGL Golden Freeze on the team now, who's going to start to lose that defense as the fight goes on. I guess we could run Tech Gogeta on the team, to be fair, right? But, yeah, this is true. I mean, it's important to celebrate him right now as a top 3 unit, because no character is immune to power creep. They're all gonna die. You're not preventing it. So it's like, yes, I mean, it's like, like maybe that was my mistake with Int Broly, right? It's just like focusing too much on, what he's gonna look like rather than like what he's just doing right away. So it's like, yeah, like Omega could have a hard crash, but we'll talk about that when it happens. Might just be me using 55% one. Yes, this is true. This is true. He can get slapped up. If you can help it, you're going to want to run him in slot 2. Oftentimes, a lot of people are like, well, no shit, you're running him in slot 1. But, like, they act like there's just, like, fucking 50 characters everywhere that could just you sit in slot 1. Like, it's pretty rare, actually, right? Like, no. But, yeah. Omega can get clapped up against some of these supers. Because he's not guarding, right? That's why. Don't understand when people underrate the shit out of this guy. Yep. Yeah, bingo. Monster in every department. Very true. Only thing he lacks is more teams. I don't agree, really. But Omega, he's great on there. One of the better Part 1 units we got since here. Yeah, it's funny. Because, like, people were going crazy just off, it does suck that Vegito Blue was just inactive. No matter how you slice it, it does suck ass. But, like, I remember people were calling them, like, huge fumbles and stuff, and they ended up being just so very crazy. And, like, people were calling them fumbles, like, before we even got details type shit, right? also not weak in one style event. Yeah, they carry across the entire game. Yep, both of them. That's so true. Yep. If I'm summoning for tag Beast Gohan Orange Piccolo, want to use them in all events. I mean, if they drop a tag Beast Gohan Orange Piccolo, they're probably going to be quite good. Just they're going to be quite good. If youth best options were in all 2024 sub EZAs or mid OK units, yes, yeah. But I mean, that's just it's this like the, it's the yin and the yang of it. This unit is so broken as to be top 3 because this is the team they gave them, right? That's the point, right? So it's like I could see it. I'm not sure what I like better. Like this character like this who's so ridiculous, but their team is a little bit weaker, or maybe like a main new unit who's a little bit weaker, but their team is better. Like I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm not like the main 4 GDCLRs were just created as like the god kings of the game this year, but yeah. Anyway. Hate this restriction so much. Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, but it's it's the same thing we just talked about. Dude, you just did this. We're going right back. We just did this. Oh my god, here we go. I hate festival battles. I'm planning on doing it again. They've been doing a great job trying to make the event more enjoyable for non-stack for her. Oh my god. It's almost like some stupid fat fuck, me, has been saying festival matters because they're going to make characters for it. It is very difficult. They are going to make characters that will help players beat the event. That's why it matters. And people just go, can't hear ya! I'm too busy screaming it sucks. But yeah, Vegeta and Trunks made it a lot more fun, for sure. So did Broly, right? Because you can just steamroll it. When we get more units, I can make the event shorter. I might actually try to beat the event. That's been my recommendation for players for most of this year, right? I've been telling people, just wait for these boys to get their EZA, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, right here. These two, boom. I predict that these guys will EZA, and then the event becomes a joke. That's what's going to happen. Last one, okay. Ever since GDC ended, we've had a massive amount of content. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, every week people are like, "Oh my god, the game is dead. There's nothing to do. They're releasing no content." There's like this week they're actually like they didn't drop a character, which is crazy. I'm not really talking about this week, which is valid, but like previous weeks. 2025 has released like fucking literally triple the content of like any other year. It's insane. Like if you actually like put it 1-to-1, people would be fucking shell shocked how much there was in 2025. They would be stunned. They would say never in a million years. No, 2024 has way more to do. And you go look at it and you go, what? Surprise Pikachu face. That's what would happen. So many boss stages, 5 to 7 bosses I could fight. Last time I had so many boss rotate. Fuse Zamasu era, which had 4. Fuse Zamasu, Omega, and then what, like the Goku Black, and then also the Zamasu fight? Mainly because short stages make use of boss mechanics better than long stages. At least